Hello, hello, hello. I'm not muted, right? Right. I hear myself. Usually have the stream up on my phone as usual. At least I know I'm not muted. So I was playing a little bit earlier today. My dumbass thought that the cycles go by restart and not me manually doing it. I completely forgot about that dialogue where they rented like a little office for us. But I think today what we're going to do is... yeah, this is the little cycle thing. That's our little hotel room. I think we're going to do some story stuff. I think I'm going to do... I want to do Farina's. Because it is part of this event, and we haven't seen her yet in this, so I figured we'll do that and see what she was up to after her whole thing. What was that again? Jay? What were some other ones to do? I know I have a bunch of stuff to watch. Or will you like one more thing to watch before I do the story? Like the Archon quest? Or the interlude? Well, this is the most relevant one right now. So let's do Farina's. The little Oceanid. Excuse me. We've got a decent amount of pulse from the event so far, though. At least maybe. I still have... I did a lot of stuff, like, in tandem. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Catherine! It's us! Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
The more lucrative,
you know
the better.
We're worth it! For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler!
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Pass. Next one.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues, and is currently unable to perform the role.
Now we're gonna get Farina to do that, or is Farina the one unable to perform?
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
I wonder how long after the Archon quest this takes place.
There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
It's a big dog.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
I think we know where the money went.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
We'll go talk to him.
Paimon approves, let's go! Hello there, are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
No, no, no.
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can you cover the budget for new actors with ticket fees?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe.
Okay, well that's sad.
One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
Catherine mentioned one of your actresses can't make it.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
I'm pretty sure we're like multimillionaires.
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
More isn't the biggest problem. How do we find someone who's a good fit for the role?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
This is when we get Farina. Is she in a little bit of like a rut? Trying to process 500 years of playing the part?
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Farina.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Don't you dare speak ill of her.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
I mean, she's been performing for the past 500-ish years.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular.
Was.
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine.
Oh, that's good.
Including myself. I just think Lady Farina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
You're prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Farina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day.
And there you go.
Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Let's go. It'll be good to check in on her anyway.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
She's staying at the Palais de Memoria, or whatever it's called.
Where does Farina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but
Never mind.
she's, moved out, right?
I know she was provided housing.
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
She can do that.
Woo! When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
How's Farina gonna feel about that? How do you know I
Now
live
that
here?
we've got the address, we'll go find Farina. Back in a jiffy.
Where does she live now? Yeah, because I forgot she was provided housing, but I forgot if that was in, like, the, Palais.
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Farina. Seems a little over the top.
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water? A dash of frosting!
A nice little abode.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
That is free.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't an earshot when denigrating their abode.
Oh, Farina.
Okay, when did Popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Bags of macaroni. Okay.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
I do love me some macaroni.
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
And then like a little cheesy one, like a little Alfredo kind of thing going on.
Sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Is it because you have to do all your cooking now?
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoot!
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Paimon's just showing concern for your well-being.
Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
Actually came here to ask for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting
Oh,
that
she wants to
I'm
feel
no
useful.
longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
I thought she was given one by Focilor during that entire thing. Maybe she gets it during this?
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
You're the only person for the
Oh?
job.
Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
I guess if she does get one later. Or just like will turn into one. Because I'm pretty sure that's where her vision is. Tell Farina about the troops' plans for its final performance.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine.
Nice little attention to detail.
Well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Honestly fair.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you.
How about a nice meal?
Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
We should probably tell her that the other people dreamed of working with her. You shouldn't assume the worst.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Ooh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Come up with plan B.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Farina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
It'd be kind of funny to see her just with bags of macaroni. Yeah, so Goshi does earn a vision at some point. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's in the front one. I thought there'd be one there.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
Does this count as water she can walk on top of? Oh, it does. Is that the actress?
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
Problem solved.
Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Farina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
But she's going to end up getting sick and actually not be able to perform, huh? Imagine if we had convinced Farina to join, only for her to find that she's no longer needed.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission? We were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you.
I feel like it's going to be a last-minute thing, then Farina will end up taking the stage.
So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly.
For now.
I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Paimon, wait here. a second.
Sure.
Is Farina watching? Yep.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Why don't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Farina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Farina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution.
What's up, Matt?
You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
I can see Farina taking a director role instead of like the actress role.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearances case.
Aw.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Farina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied
people
many
like
people
her.
around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
So sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Farina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway.
It's a director.
I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epicles is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
A verdict can bring emotional catharsis.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before. And so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
She still cares about the people.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do it. You do this immediately after the final Archon quest because you know what happened to Farina. Yeah. Since it's you,
Thank
I'll
you
do it.
all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's performances, as of course we all are.
I figured I don't really need to do a lot of exploration to grind for Primos, so figured why not do some story stuff. And then Farina is tied to the event, so I figured, you know what, I do want to catch up. And she is definitely one of my favorite characters.
All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
We've learned that she's on a macaroni diet. And we get to see how she gets the vision. I thought she had gotten it after, like, Fossilor did her thing. And then, because I remember after Fossilor did the ultimate move, I remember seeing some glitter go by Farina, and I thought that's when she got, like, the vision, but she doesn't have it yet.
Let's fly!
So I guess this will go into how she gets it. Oops. I like how we have like a triple Archon team right now. Or double Archon team.
Huh? Lady Farina?
What's Lady Farina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Lady... Miss Farina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid
Oh,
in the
that's-
role of artistic consultant.
That's where the name comes from.
These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Farina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of her greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family.
Sounds like, well, I guess if it's called the Little Oceanid, it's gonna parallel Little Mermaid.
She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect.
Now, is this gonna end in like the book Little Mermaid, or is this gonna end with like the Disney film? And I refuse to believe there's anything that came after like the 19. When was that? '89. Yeah, there was no other Little Mermaid that came out after 1989.
But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own.
But this is for the director.
And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
God, more disappearances.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since.
Guess we're gonna have to go
He
find
did
him.
write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Farina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
Ooh, are we gonna see some Navia in here?
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson?
Something wrong?
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Yeah, I remember her feeling particularly bad about Poisson because of all the things that happened there. I think that was like the first place that got hit pretty bad. I forgot if it was like the first or if that was just like just one of the more main ones.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
Not quite.
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Just want Farina to say something.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me
There
they'd
is
just seen
Navia.
you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Farina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here
Me
for
too.
Palo? Looks like you could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
I love Navia. Me too. The Fontaine cast, man. It was all so good.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll.
She understood the assignment.
Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Farina.
Oh, and back she is into that role.
It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Got it.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
I'll take it. Ooh, the glares.
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
Yeah, because if I remember from the Archon quest, it was she kind of ignored it because it was just all a part of like the prophecy kind of thing.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
I'm sure some people didn't buy it, and obviously.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me.
Where's the rabble?
I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes.
Oh boy, and remember, or I guess yeah, remember the conversation with Arlecchino. Imagine how she felt with that.
I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe you've taken on a bit too much in one go.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look, there seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Oh, they're not staying quiet either.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Man, and then we had... I forgot what the two characters from Spina di Rasula. Navia's left and right hand men. Those guys were awesome. I kind of want to say like one's name was like Marco or something, but I could be wrong. I was going to say, am I really missing one here? But I forgot I haven't explored Fontaine.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Think of your freedom as your reward.
A reward?
Because now you can finally speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore.
I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing a secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
What Paimon meant to say is she doesn't like to see you so down.
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
There's gonna be a crowd there, huh? Or at least on the way out.
Yep.
Did she just die?
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
I've actually never had fish and chips. I feel like I would like it. Some fried cod and some chips on the side. Looks like it'd be pretty good.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Is this supposed to be a nod to, I forgot what the seagull's name was in Little Mermaid.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Now where have we heard that?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy.
Wait, what could the director not know?
She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah, I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
Jesus Christ.
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time.
I was wondering why that sounded familiar. I forgot which character it was that kind of had a similar thing. It was Harumasa's. God, that one was so sad too.
It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes.
I still think he has the best, like, companion quest in Zenless. I remember liking Rina's. Rina's was really good too. But I think Harumasa's is still the best one.
She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
Hey, we helped Kale and Dinyar's out and everybody else with, I forget what the affliction was in Sumeru. It was like the stone skin.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage.
And to think, he could have been a Fatui. Arlecchino would have scooped him right up.
The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Farina.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
You mean, oh my Arkan. Also, keep your voice down.
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I?
Yeah, wish you opened the door sooner, huh?
Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together.
And they realized it was all her fault.
In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis.
Uh-oh. Does she instantly get turned into water?
Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
I think she was the hero to these guys.
What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
Okay, it's not a contest, buddy.
Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she never considered us as potential romantic partners.
That didn't stop them people in the South Roll Tide.
Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aureli. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face.
That's where we're going next.
We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
I thought there was gonna be like an extension of that plot point where everyone in Poisson hates Farina. I should probably do my mech farming route. Apparently, Skirk need. Actually, we have a lot of time till Skirk anyway. Because apparently, Skirk needs the clockwork mech mats. Yeah, and I've been spending a lot on Escoffier.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Or should I keep it in that form? Or else we're just gonna attack things.
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into Indemnitium. Miss Farina said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway.
Hey, this is where where she gets her vision. She's like, haha, just kidding. Here you go. You have to fight now. That'd be kind of funny.
As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie. Oh, it doesn't require god level powers. Don't you have any? Does she know any self-defense?
Hey, lay off, all right? My bluff is hanging from a thread here.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I got carried away. Please help us out, would you?
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Farina.
Well, funnily enough, fight mode for Farina is still having someone else fight for her.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
This is fight mode for Farina.
Oh, brilliant! Let my name echo in song!
Off to the freezer. Goose on the loose.
Burn it down!
And now we just sit and wait. There's more.
Pyroclastic surge!
Strike a pose! Time to shine!
A little amuse-bouche! A burst and flick! Rise with the sun!
So we don't even have to switch to Chaska.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now.
Oh.
So onwards and upwards.
Well, I do need these anyway. Is Roy staying?
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Farina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
He gets the TLDR.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show.
He loves her too, doesn't he?
If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Or he set her up, didn't he?
Fiamma, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
Oh, the fog set in.
I don't want to talk about it.
Uh-oh.
Listen, Vimo. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire.
Until a certain mad scientist approached him.
So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances.
Oh, they got the Fanta.
It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized
It was tainted with primordial seawater.
the drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink paddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Yes, state of euphoria, but also causes significant harm.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant
Oh, no.
and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration.
They could have just emptied it and filled it up with water and then given it to the people.
The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then?
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, and it wasn't my fault.
Okay, so it wasn't like him selling her out kind of thing.
But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
This one is kind of a rough one to say. Like that second one.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it.
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean, you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her! How could you be so stupid?
No, you would have been turned into a puddle too.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Actually, did the scientists only go after women? I forgot.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life.
I think it was.
And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
Because there's, well, I guess like the merchant wasn't the scientist. Well, yeah, because I think he definitely did have accomplices, but the scientist himself was definitely going only after women. Because I remember that whole cutscene, and then going through like the journals in that cave. I think it had something to do with like a loved one that he was trying to replace. I forgot exactly what it was.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me, if you prefer. It's what I deserve.
Got the VAs they get for like the stories, like the story quests are really good.
End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already?
That's what I was saying earlier.
After everything she did for you?
So the S's are kind of crunchy with Farina.
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means.
In some lines.
And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
She did look up to Farina.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
That's what people look up at Escoffier as well.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
Did the guard mechs not take all of that into custody?
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you,
okay,
head
so it
back
did.
to the rehearsal location for now, and
Or
wait
get-
for our good news.
Confiscated? Is that the word? Wrong one. Look at Farina go. I'm so proud of her. Level 2. This is from the event. Read the bulletin carefully. If you have any queries, please direct them to Justinier on duty. Hand to the Pillay Memorial. Oh yeah, the gun. Gray handbag containing work permit. Camera, bouquet of rainbow roses. The Navia line? Do they name a line after Navia? Roses show a sign of wilting, so the owner advised to collect her property without further delay. Yeah, there's a suitcase. Birdcage containing a squirrel. There's more? Junk card. Oh. Okay, we're good. Ooh, are we gonna ask Monsieur Novelette? No. Well, I know due to the event, it's just like him and Risley chilling here, I'm pretty sure. Nope, just kidding.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now.
Will they allow us to?
Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted
Yes.
the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Sidian sends a staff member to retrieve the box.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person, and this tattered old notebook.
A little journal, mayhaps?
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches, too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary.
With
Let's see.
the music cut.
Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Or perhaps 7th? Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned. But nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I'm more fortunate than, Cressy? The pain keeps her awake all night. Oh yeah, that's one of the troop members. I'm pretty sure that's what her name was. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It's so damp in here. I've given her my blanket. So cold. So cold. So cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop, safe, I, them, important. Please, farewell, apologize, life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. Or is Cleo the name? This page is an absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops, to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings. Others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often and that this was the personal notebook of artistic director Aurelie.
She was so terrified.
No, she watched a girl get dissolved right in front of her and had to wait for her own death in silence.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note are two new lines Aurelie has written, in handwriting much more legible than before. But it seems that they took her both great effort and a great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You'll face suffering and loneliness. It's truly what you want. Because I am an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Yeah, that was a line from the screen. It was some bird.
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love. And she truly deserved it.
I wonder if Aurelie was in that cutscene.
Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director Aurelie's final thoughts.
The one that showed a bunch of the victims. And they were like in conflict. After reading through the notebook, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and howl with rage. Well, we all know who did what. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
The opera, the Epiclesque?
Oh,
Epiclesque?
it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
Too bad. Your not Archon has spoken.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, that's not what I meant.
Then it's settled.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Believe in yourselves.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Neuvillette. I know just where to find him.
Yes, and we get some Neuvillette dialogue. I am so glad that he was voiced in the event. Him, Risley, Aoife, Kanich, Auroron. I was trying to see if we could talk. Oh, we can.
Best of luck to you.
First Miss Farina, now the Opera Epiclese? If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
During the final scene, maybe we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage?
Oh, he's still making amendments. I'm assuming this is the Palais de Memoria. He's always in that office. Oh, just kidding. Ah, he's just chilling outside.
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
She explained, blah, blah, blah.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
Oh, he's such a bro.
The story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Oh, no, she was the director.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. This is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases. all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions.
Well, you were playing the role of like a director.
Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalect.
You are very welcome.
That's our bro.
Many people were once enthralled by Lady Farina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
I hope her stuff doesn't flare up and then... Actually, maybe like that could still very well happen. She flares up, Farina has to end up taking the stage.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and
she's still healthy.
impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
I'm really looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
I love all the art pieces here.
That cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage! If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
She wants in on it.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why does it have to be now?
Yep, it's flaring up.
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, I guess I was right about that.
Miss Farina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
You're gonna dress her up?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest.
Ah.
I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
It's for the cause.
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
I'm pretty sure these guys would have wanted to see the performance, though.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all,
For Aurelie.
the show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director Aurelie in your hands.
Is she here yet?
When will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
I was wondering if we would get a cutscene, but I love the look of this too. Well, I guess this does count as a cutscene. Ooh, in French? You know, I thought it was gonna be like her on stage, but I don't like this.
But what about your wish?
become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
This also gives me Nier vibes. Like, I know they don't sing in French, but I think it's like the melody, chord progressions, very Nierish instrument usage. That was beautiful. Yeah, I figured this is how she would get her vision. The performance.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Farina on the stage just now?
You couldn't tell?
She hasn't been seen for a while now. And she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
And now she has no excuse. She has now she can fight.
We would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
She's so
All right,
precious.
calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
At most, you might be asked to sign a few autographs later.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
Not the same.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that's how it was supposed to be. Okay. I love how I was wondering if it was going to fit into the story or if it was just its own thing. But I love how that was written in.
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it?
Yep, no more excuses. Now you can fight.
I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Look at all the other... Well, that looks the same. Well... Okay, so it's the same here, but yeah, I guess her own casing is different. It has like the okay, so it has like that little bit on top. Okay, the thing's on the side, and then it crosses. Kind of looks like an Oceanid. Yeah, and then this one matches that one 1-to-1. Yeah, it has a little like the little bit on top, and then that on the bottom. What else do I have? She have any? What pyro thing does she have? I noticed like Archons usually don't have. Oh, what was that on the back? No, that's just like the pyro theme. Because I know like Nouvelette doesn't have one, being like the Dragon Sovereign. Yeah, I guess since Nouvelette does have the authority over Hydro,
More interesting to do.
they can. I guess like as long as you have the authority over Hydro, you can give visions, right? I assume that would be the case. And he would be watching that entire thing too, so that's probably it's a valid, it's a the like most valid theory you can pretty much have.
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
Frida and Nouvelette's relationship, like father and daughter, pretty much. Father and daughter, older brother, little sister.
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
Oh, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Now let's see if they actually disband, or it becomes a hit.
Well, one way or another.
And Farina takes the
we
stage
did
again.
it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
I mean, your bad luck. Are you Bennett?
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to.
Keep on spreading the message of Aurelie.
You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
But it's not the same.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Farina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
Just do whatever feels right for you.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time I'll invite you to join me. And we did pull for her.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Here you go, thank Nouvellette.
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but...
Limited event after there where Ayaka and Chevreuse are the main actors while Farina's... Oh, that's awesome.
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to. Thanks to all your help, this show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for. But most of all, I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to O'Reilly.
Can only imagine Chevreuse acting, and then Ayaka acting seems pretty funny as well. That's a great duo for that.
Now that the buzz is worn off, I feel ready to pass out.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands.
They need the Chronicled Times, or whatever Zenless calls it, but I guess calling it Chronicled would be weird in Genshin because you have the Chronicled banner, but have your own name for events that can stay so you can play through the story. And then have, like, limited... Like, during the limited run, like the first time being a limited run, you get limited events. Or limited rewards, sorry. And then have, like, standard rewards.
Is that how humans feel about it as well?
That was a great story quest. I'm glad I did that one. What should I do next? I'm not going to do it now, but... Which ones should I look into? go with the Fontaine theme and go with like a Nouvelle Ternavia. Arlecchino as well. Honestly, how we end up fighting her. Because I assume that's where the boss fight comes from. Klee, I kind of want to do as well. Because we still have yet to meet her. So I'm looking for Arlecchino. I definitely want to just to have her. She's definitely like... I just like the Fontaine cast. Okay, these are all the people who I want to pull. Mizuki, not so much. Shilonen, I want at some point. Well, I guess... Okay, so the highest priorities, I guess I would want... Like the Shilonen, Arlecchino, I wouldn't mind Navia. Nouvelette. I'll hate them I wanted before, but now I don't really care as much. Probably want to get all the Archons at some point, so Nahida's up there. Yai Miko. Shenhe is a maybe. Like Shenhe or Yelan, because I want one of these for Skirk. But we're supposedly getting... I forgot what his name was. We're getting Japard. In maybe like the Skirk... In the patch after Skirks, who's supposed to be Hydro. And I think he's in like the latest story, but I haven't done that one yet. Raiden Shogun, I want... Wouldn't mind a Kazuha. Yula I like as a character. Hu Tao. Zhongli. And then Venti, just to go with the Archon. But I also just want more Mawika... I want more Mawika constellations, because... I want to go zoom. Yon can slot into a lot of teams. But yeah, so more Knights all points, meaning you get your... Well, you get your ult faster, but I'm just doing it. I just want more cons for exploration. Attack boost, fighting spirit more efficiently, blah, blah, blah. Knights all blessing. Okay, base attack, don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Okay, C2 doesn't really do too much. I think it was like this one. When riding Flamestrider, she will also summon Scorching. Okay, not that one. When goes riding her Flamestrider and not in combat, Knight's all points up to 5, gain 80. If I can trigger once every 15 seconds. And with all the cooldowns and all that stuff, I'm getting her to C6. Just for the exploration.
Such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Or watch Skirk run with Moika. If we have guarantee. Okay, so yeah, pity 0. I want to get at least like C0, R1, Skirk. Then honestly, then I might just go all in on like Moika cons eventually. $189 pulls. Okay, and these are bothering me. Wait, have I not done all my bounty? Oh, I should probably do that then, because it's the new week. You forgot this is a quest that I haven't finished. Okay, I did. Okay, I did my weeklies. I still have a lot of story ones to do. Oh my god, I have a lot of these to do. I only just finished the exploration. So is there something I have to do for the next act? It should show me. Because this wants me to do Kazuha's. So Act 3 is Inazuma. That's the chasm. You know what? I might just crank out like the chasm quest line real quick. So I can continue doing that exploration. Oh, well, I haven't even finished this one yet either. I forgot what his name was. Who's supposed to be Japard. Or people are just like calling him Japard.
Are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Oh, God. Supposedly 5.7 is going to be Skirk, Seat Lolly, and that new 4-star. And then Moika Yelon. God, I hope it changes.
Take me up.
Well, I guess the Moika cons will have to wait after that if I want Skirk and Yelon. Or unless that Yelon is going to be a trap and they're going to release like a Hydro person right after that. Because I want to get Moika's weapon as well. Where'd all these deer come from? You want us to take a photo? Where'd you get the camera? Sneak up on someone? No way. No, we didn't steal it. Oh, from the world quest. Children of Echoes was another guy who wanted to be a director. Yeah. Did I give it to him? Want to take a picture with us? Yep. Been drink for so long, but haven't taken any pictures together. The little one's curse has been lifted. He can finally grow up big and strong. I'm just unsure how long it takes for Tapellosaurus to grow up. If Billy turns into an adult tomorrow, we won't get to see him as a baby anymore. Let's take this photo. Ah. There we go. Wow, Billy is really striking an impressive pose. So he takes one of the photographs, turns around carefully, tucks it beneath the hard shell on his back. Yeah, it's not goodbye. What's wrong, Billy? Are you feeling unwell? Doesn't look very happy. You want to set off on your own little adventure? You want to keep traveling with us? Oh, did Pama do something to make you mad? I want to call you greedy again. Our little Tapetlosaurus has grown up. Or it could be like Ambrosia. A little chocobo, just doing her own thing in the whatever planes those were. I just want to say goodbye. All of a sudden like this. We'll meet again someday. When we need help in the future, you'd better come find us right away. Oh, you know that's going to happen. If you run into trouble in your adventures, you can come find us too. Don't need too much, not big fights, you can't win. You give him a little hug. Grow up happy and healthy. Lastly, you linger briefly on the one who communicates in strange golden script. As Paimon puts it, he was just using us. He never even showed his face. It makes you think back to the complex mix of emotions reflected in the eyes of your young Saurian companion at the foot of the sacred mountain. Although he is still small, he will surely grow up to become a mighty Saurian indeed. In the very, very end, he presses his horn against Paimon's forehead, before nuzzling tenderly at your outstretched palm. Then, after a long pause in which he seems to be mustering up the courage, the young Saurian resolutely turns around and plods off into the distance. Oh, it's like that last event too, with the little Kukusar off doing his own thing. Goodbye, Billy. God, I hope those banners aren't true. But I guess they are due for a rerun. One of the comments say, Emily shafted yet again. Yelan, question mark, question mark, question mark. Is there a character named Mualani that is desperate for a rerun? Cough, cough. Will I hit Lolly on first half? That wasn't on my bingo card. I'm going to spread the money between Skirk and Moika rather than banking on both of them at the same phase. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true, but I guess I'll have to see. I guess I can... Because if I run Skirk, I'll have St. Lolly on the Moika team. Unless I go Moika Overload. Which I could very well do. And just have St. Lolly on the Skirk team just to proc Escoffier is passive. You know, on the late patch rerun queen. Moika St. Lolly is expected while trying to sell Yelan one last time before the Hydro Girl in 5.8. That was a dude. Hydro Girl, I think, has supposedly Skirk support. But I guess we will see when that beta hits during 5.7. So, like, Skirk C0R1 was a definite pull. And then depending on the 5.8 beta, we'll decide whether to save for whether that Hydro person is true for the Skirk team. Or just go for Yelan or Moika. Maybe I'll go for her weapon. Now, how convenient that is super mega awesome and basically made for Skirk. Hydro Girl unmentioned in the upcoming characters teaser. Started to get leaked at the exact moment when the fan base, or at least Skirk watchers, started Doom post en masse about Skirk's extreme restrictiveness. Neither Cheska, Mualani, or Emily. Neither Sino or Wanderer. Didn't have a lot of faith in Skirk. All her teammates are right before or after her launch. .3 Shenha, 5.4 Farina, 5.6 Coffee, 5.7 Skirk, St. Lolly, Yelan, 5.8 other Skirk support. You have to pull 4 5-stars, 6 patches to make a decent Skirk team. Most of them have Farina. Yelan, most of old players will have. This isn't Genshin. This is HSR Impact now. But if you're a new player, you get a like fuck ton of pulls. Emily found it. Is Emily like good or something? Like, why do people want her? Here we go again. DPS with their best support at the same time. Won't be easy to get Skirk and St. Lolly if you want Wika or her constellations with one of the two. Better luck next time. Miho, you're really getting pretty aggressive with the banner placement. Won't St. Lolly again, but with Skirk this time. H's artification of Genshin continues. A lot of Doom posting. And people still defending the patches with 58 pulls. Yeah, right? A lot of people are defending that, saying like, oh yeah, but they released less people than Star Rail. But then if you skip one person in Star Rail, then the numbers are exactly the same. Yeah, I don't think it's a good argument because, like, say, like new player or returning player like me, that's like multiple banners in a row that you would still be pulling, and it's even less than like 58 since I'm not gonna be clearing Imaginarium theater and all that. Okay, this is what I'm working on? Yes. Okay, let's chip through the chasm. And then let me know what story quest I should do for tomorrow's thing. How did the thing aggro me all the way from here?
A dash of frosting. Light it up.
Don't worry, I'm going.
Take me up. Open fire. Locked on.
Okay, I totally forgot about the chasm mechanics. Don't I have a particular item for this? This. This is not really necessary. I don't need to take that one out. Light this up. Hold on, let me pull up the chasm map. Enconomia chasm. We're on the southeastern part. And then I guess this is the sea lake closest to the light. Yes. I'll grab you first. Okay, actually going to do something or just go in a circle the entire time? I think it's going to go in a circle the entire time. So I probably just have to drain... Oh. I'm not drained, but at least I'll take this one out. Hmm. Okay, that's lit up. Maybe I can keep them there? Oh, that keeps that one lit up. Okay, I see. Okay, you go there. You go there. Okay, that lights that one up. Damn. Oi! Okay, hold on. Do you go to that one? Motherfucker. Okay, maybe I have to get that one. Okay, that stays there. Maybe I should get them to meet at that one. We'll try that one out. Okay. So that goes... You go there. Good. You go there. Okay. Goodness.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
And you're up here. Are you gonna light that one up? Which opens this up. Another ruin grater. Wake up.
Let the world collide! A little amuse-bouche! Goose on the loose! Rise with the sun! Let's fly!
Don't even need me. Ah, hold on. There's a Sealy that goes here. Oh. Hold on. Scafius Mech is the one who did that, not me. Okay, while we're here...
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but...
Okay. Okay, that's a Sealy at the bottom. Done. Looks like there's another chest. There's Lumen Spar to like the south.
Luckily
that I
for
wanna
you,
grab.
I don't really need this stuff.
Oh, hold on. This is the thing that I needed to get. Oops. Should've done that one first. Okay, so that is that one.
Just is pretty good at keeping things fresh.
Do I have to read these? Or is that just like cleanse them? Hold on, I saw a prompt. Yeah, Lumen Stone on that. Kill Charles, do that. Okay, I think that's good. I forgot what the purple letters are for. Hold on, I want to make it go dark first. Okay. I guess I could have just unequipped it, huh? Aha! Yeah, that works. So I remember seeing another one up here. Oh, let me grab this first. Oh, no, that's that thing. I need... Is it up here? On top of that. Oh, I see it.
Rev the engines!
No! Where am I? Okay, got that one. I'm wondering if there was another one. Okay, there's supposedly a common chest here. Lo and behold.
Hey.
Okay.
Not a bad haul.
So there's something to do in the northeast here. Okay, not through there. Can I break this? Ah, okay, hold on. There's a Sealy here too. Okay, that probably leads over here. Bully whiff.
Up to the breeze. Burn it down. Wrath from the sky. Time to buckle down.
Ow.
Take me up. Hold on to your hats. Locked on.
Okay, calm down.
Take it. Go on.
Alright, that's all of those.
You have my approval.
Maybe I should do the stories first. Yeah, we'll do the stories first, I guess. Do you want to go up here?
Try and stop me.
Well, let's heal real quick. This is saying there's a... There's a luxurious chest. Oh god, I hate how the markers are all stacked on top of each other. Actually... showing the chest on, like... somewhere up there? But it said it was, like, right on top of the lumen thing. There's a lumen thing there. Oh, she's dead.
In over my head.
Oh, I just love when the game just puts you in a cutscene while they're falling down. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, I was hoping I would get that off fast enough. Thank you, game.
Knock him down.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song. Take me up.
Now. Oh, we have like a minute? Ji Chong. Okay, hold on. Do I have to go to a statue of the 7? Oh my god, I do. Oh, is there one in here? There's not even one in here, so I have to... You're telling me if someone dies, I have to go... Okay, that's Sangonomiya, not one there. This is why all waypoints should just heal. It don't make a lick of sense. Okay. Well, it does that. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm gonna charge my phone too. Alright, BRB.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Okay. Back to the chasm. Oh yeah, and how about that lore drop from the mushroom? That's here, all the way in goddamn Natland. I might as well pick up all the lumen stones on the way. So that's on this rock. Great to see that you're all right. What? What were those two creatures? I've never seen anyone or anything like that. All right. There's no need to be so strict. I won't risk provoking them, I know. How'd you get in front of us? We came through a hidden mine on the western side that just so happens to let us get around the areas infested with the black matter and the strange creatures below. All right. Did you inhale some of the fog? I'm fine. That road is pretty hard to find and no mistake. It might have been some sort of path the treasure hoarders carved out en route to their loot stashes. But I can't imagine them wanting to come this far down either. Well, our campsite isn't too far away. Let's talk as we go.
Let's fly.
Okay, take it that's this way. Heard a few tolling sounds not long after it all started collapsing. Barely got out. Okay, nothing there. Okay, along the path here, there's a common chest.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Oh, I guess I could have just fast traveled here, huh? We're here. Welcome to the forward path. This is where we can upgrade our shit. Oh, hello there. Is there something you need? You're coughing away. Are you sure you're okay? I'm alright, really. They're down here. Just kind of thin, which doesn't sit too well with me. Ah, yes, this is the map that I drew earlier. Well. That feels better. You'd best rest up. Don't go running around all over the place now. Speaking of maps, we've got one for you as well. Map of the two strange bells. Seems like it's something those dastardly Fatui left behind. I'll incorporate this to my new location. Fatui? Tell them to the place as well. Looks like it. Even more careful exploring the chasm. And we found? What do we find? I found a gate with the symbol similar. Oh, the cube? If I remember correctly, you could hear the wind behind the gate. That gate. I'm quite sure that there should be a large open space behind it for us to explore. Unless you've seen the gate, might be a key. Ji-Chong's right. This is a device used to unlock the gate. Hello, Fro4. Joining the conversation might be nice. Is he from Sumeru? He looks... Sumeruan? He looks like he's from Sumeru. I was eager to see that this strange device is indeed used to open doors. Once looked into similar devices, just have it. Device in it, okay. Research lab. You don't understand it. Yeah, lab. More to take a rather dim view of those who rely purely on theory. That said, we often have to work with those blockheads from Spantamad, all the same. Yep, definitely from Sumeru. In academia, yep. Phone right here, you can keep talking. Keep going, I don't understand anything. Whatever the case, if we're able to find that gate that Ji-Chong spoke of, we'll be able to use this strange device to open it. Let's go together. Yep. Oh, you get your rest. She definitely has. Or is that sitting too well with me? Yeah. She's gonna turn, isn't she? You better, wake up. You're the only person, or Pete, the only person in the whole team who has shown such serious negative reactions during this process. To send you up to the surface to rest. If we go now, there's still time. No ifs, ands, or buts. Don't look at me like that. Do whatever you want. It's not as if I'm your parent or anything. Mind explaining? Can't dive into details. Ji-Chong has to get some distance from the thing under the chasm. Has to leave the chasm itself. Very sick, yes. No one takes it more seriously. It'll be too late. I should just team on my own card. Yeah, she's gonna die. You're going to leave. Make sure you're compensated. It'll be quite a generous package. The representatives from Leeway will understand as well. I think to use myself now. Area blank cleared. Needs remapping. Head to the gate. I forget why she was so adamant about this. Being too harsh. I don't think so. You didn't explain anything either. Yeah, he probably should have explained. And she'll regret it later. Ask for help. That's how young people are. That's fair. Fuck around, find out. He knows. What's wrong with her? In essence, very similar to the anomalies on Dragonspine. In the sense that their source is something alien to this world we know. And it involves the clash of two energies. So we had to get you on the team, since you're able to manipulate the elements without the use of a vision. Normal people like us neither have visions nor can manipulate the elements. These anomalies are malignant, even fatal. Those who have close contact with the source of the anomalies may begin to lose touch with the world. Some will weaken swiftly and even... So Ji-Chong is in trouble. That's as much as I can say. Then what are we supposed to do? Should we chase after her? Her choice. I can't just stand by and watch. We should at least try. You should have figured that earlier. Don't let me delay you either. I'll leave you to your own business. There's still a great many secrets for us to discover down here. And if you meet Ji-Chong, please take care of her on behalf of the rest of us. Just one little bit left.
But it doesn't rhyme this way.
Does this... Do you get primos? Mayhaps? You're on here, why can I find it? A ring. Brass, red gem, lava lake, the shadow dragon during... Good thing I did Dragon Spine. Lord of the Abyss will fix its malefic gaze upon the ring bearer and send an army of darkness to hunt them down. It's supposed to be like a Lord of the Rings kind of thing. Actually, doesn't have a lava lake. That's what I have a propensity for. Dramatic language and novel tales. Truth be told, I found the ring in a weasel thieves' nest. It was well preserved and eye-pleasing, so I kept it. Okay, so he wants us to find a ring. Never heard of people before. All right. Okay, don't really care about the storyline. Yeah, weasel thieves. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. Oh no, it's a different one. Ah. I didn't realize that. Okay. We have another quest there. Oh yeah, the fresh meat. I forgot to do that one too. Aha! It does give primos. Hold on. Dog wants to leave my room. Baby. Let's leave this going on. Enjoy the chasm.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
It doesn't rhyme this way. But it doesn't rhyme this way.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
But it doesn't rhyme this way.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
But it doesn't rhyme this way. But it doesn't rhyme this way.
Okay, dog's been let out. I was gonna wait for him to want to be let in, then I'll go AFK again. Okay, so he wants to find this ring. Oh, these things blow up. I remember. Have I been down this part of the chasm before? There's no way she went down this, right? She like sneak by all these guys. I'll grab these while I'm here. Okay, where are we? Southeastern part. Common chest, a boom.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Is this the same mushroom we talked to before? Oh, there's a thing on top of it. Now. Should I hit that? Oh, that works. And found. Oh, and on top. There is a luxurious chest. Aha.
War makes a lot of problems go away.
Nice.
You can never have too much more, huh?
Okay, this looks like the right way.
Up to the freezer. Yoo-hoo! Rise with the salt. Take me up. Bullseye!
War makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much more, huh?
When did the chasm stuff come out, I wonder? Lumen's Bardon. I should just fast travel there and go west.
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive. The pinnacle of excellence.
I always forget to E first.
Pyroclastic surge.
Oh. Why are you here? You attacked me? Since you're the bad guy here, why don't you explain yourself first? Katerina Shnezhneva. Ah, she's one of the orphans. My name is the most I can divulge. My apologies. We just want to know what's happening. We are trying to interrogate you. What's the Fatui doing here? Classified. Bad guys have a thing for being secretive. Nah, we're the bad guys, and that's what we do. Time for the question and answer session. We've got company. What?
Burn it down.
Thank you for not stabbing me in the back. Feelings mutual. Although, I don't know where you got that impression. This isn't a romantic place to try hitting on me. Come to my hideout if you wish to talk. Eh? Isn't she a Fatus? Is it really okay to just let her go instead of sending her to the Millilith? Alright, Paimon gets it. Forget it. She didn't hurt us after all. Let's let her off the hook this time, shall we? Just light all 3 of these.
The rewards of
Okay, they were all lit up.
an adventure worth remembering.
I thought that Starstream was giving us Primos for a sec. Found you. I know you. No, you're just looking out for your health. You need to get more rest. You're really concerned? Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Okay. Well, it's gonna be your last adventure if you keep it up, woman. No adventures in the world would balk at the face of danger. And I have no wish to lie in bed in my dotage. Dotage? Whether by age, relying on others to eat, or even to get myself out to the toilet. And the alternative, if the alternative is stability and boredom, I'll choose danger any day. I'd rather lay my life down on the lie, or here, than lie in some cushy bed waiting for time to claim me. I belong here, I know it. A comfy job with the ministry, that's not for me. Kadai's Mora, it doesn't own me. I wonder what her motivations are. And as opposed to those lucky few who have visions, adventure, exploration, challenge, these are things that can only be truly experienced by normal people like us. I guess we'll just go with the whole letting or finding out thing. Comes down to it, it's all about you, huh? Haven't you spared a single thought for others? It's my own personal business. It's got nothing to do with anyone else. I'm sorry that they might feel bad about the matter, but you just leave a memory of yourself behind, do you? Yes. No. Yes. I just don't want to be forgotten. At least this way I'll leave some maps behind and I'll have borne witness to the sights of the chasm. And I would have accomplished all this stepping into the realm of the forbidden as a normal human being. And the trail of the Yaksha who defended Liyue in legends might be behind this gate. If I could reach that place. I don't know if I can make it there, but I wish that I could get closer to these unknown places. Perhaps we might truly find the reason for the anomalies here in the chasm. I think she would be fine with that. Everyone needs a rest, ordinary or not. We're all worried about you. Please don't take such poor care of yourself. What you need to do now is regain your strength. Just want to get some more rest. Road ahead, still plenty dangerous. You can just wait for us to finish clearing the obstacles before following after. It won't be too late. So it needs to record down what we've seen, right? If no one records the stuff, no one will remember it after all. Got a point there. I get it. I'll go back if you insist, but please, you keep your wits about you as well. We will. Stay safe on the way back now. Pone has no idea if she really heard a word we said. Probably not. Next piece of danger, we'll find her. I can remember EQ, EQ, EQ. Okay, that's that one. This is a free upgrade. A Fatui action log. Explosion. Mokash device. Like pollutant, the main fragment has begun to regenerate. Several hard strikes aiming at the key stress points on the main fragment can cause the black matter to retreat. Oh, what did it say about the culprits? Human activity. Okay. Raw lumenstone ore. Oh, that's one of the things we needed for upgrade. And that is that one. Okay.
Strike a pump! A little elusive! Rise with the sun!
Uh-oh. I didn't think I'd be far enough for that. Why is my dog one? Touching my door now. I already fed him and let him outside. He just want to go back on my bed. Hold on.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
Okay. There's a lumen stone right there. I gotta make sure to claim the lumen spar. Exquisite chest. Okay, the chest is up high. Let's grab the Sealy. Oh, there we go. I want to see the cause of my asthma. A giant serpent.
Shiny. It's so pretty.
Is that? No, that's a different thing. Okay, we're coming up on a lumen spar. I wonder when Yelan's going to come into this. I think I assumed that she was from Liyue because she has something to do with the chasm. But I guess Sumeru people are here too. Ooh, that looks cool. Actually, is that what one of the things was in Dragon Spine? This looks like a natural cave. It looks like something huge cut through this place instead. Huh, actually it ran right through. Might be more accurate. You know, Blank, this floaty thingy looks rather familiar. This resembles what we saw on top of Dragon Spine. Oh yeah, there you go. If I had done this before finishing the Dragon Spine one with the dialogue, it'd been different. Their smell or aura, it's pretty similar. Whatever it is, it's really spooky. What have you discovered? Doesn't stone tablet look like it kind of new to you? It doesn't look like it fits with the ruins around it at all. It's like the one we saw at Dragon's Spine. Description can't be understood per se. A little observation reveals that the engraving is a map of the surrounding area, and that the other pictures have something to do with the floating crystal. Big crystal, 5 devices. Lines are connected to the crystal. Okay. Basically, it's just like a repeat of the top of the chasm. As soon as it hit the crystal or something, then black spots will disappear. External force, speed up purification. Why'd they draw the big worm? It seems like the stone tablet is telling us to beware of a super big worm. Hitting the crystals will awaken some kind of giant creature. Purple blackish stuff. It's all over the big crystal. Looks pretty similar to the dark mud we encountered before, too. As depicted on the stone tablet. Alright, let's get it. Ah, the chasm has been cleared. I guess we'll just go along the path. Okay, that's that one. I think there's another one on the lower side.
Let's fly.
There's definitely a fight going to happen there. A little jumping pad. So we can cleanse this. Ah, I see. Who's next? Just that one, or more gonna spawn? Okay, please stop hitting it. And let's go out and around. And another dam. Thankful for pulling Chaska and Mawika.
Mama.
I tried to attack. But for some reason, it wouldn't let me plunge. Oh no! I hate when that happens. We'll give us. Oh, god damn it! Hold on. There we go. I should keep an eye on those. No, it just looks like the other ones are around here. You got that. Recharge.
The show begins.
The Abyss Dogs.
Off to the freezer.
God, the chasm music though.
Open fire.
Does it say near it? Oh.
How brilliant!
Oh, we got time. The hell's the point in that? Where's the... I guess it depends on which way I'm looking. Where is the next one? There's one up there. Okay, we are right by the teleport point. Okay. The last one there. Unlock you. Recharge you.
Let the world come alive! A dash of frosting! The pinnacle of excellence! Light up the blazing sun! Rep, take me up!
Is he gonna shield up?
Open fire!
Yeah, he is. Ow.
Locked on! Time to shine! Goose on the lead! Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me! Locked on!
And you're dead.
Open fire! Once again! Strike a pose!
Okay, and then there was... all the way over there. Well, there's Lumen Spar here that I want to grab first. What are you guys attacking? Please stop. Okay, Lumen Spar get. Okay, common chest at the bottom of the waterfall. And they said from the southern teleport we can just hug the right. Probably from there. Oh, that's where we need to go anyway, I think. Ah, there it is. Apparently there are people that had just climbed all the way.
Take me up!
When this was the intended path anyway. You're done. It's back.
This is trouble!
Oh my god.
Off to the breather! Rise with the sun! Let's run! Fire in the hole!
Holy crap, that thing's annoying. I'll stay here the whole time, I guess. Go away!
Strike a pose.
Excuse me. I forgot we had to stay close to it. Oh, come back to the bit where we got to apply some external force to the crystal. You ready? Ready. Oh, Paimon, shut up! Oh god, we're gonna die. Okay, but... I swear if that had gotten me killed. Oh, let's full heal. I could use her burst and just get it back, but meh. I'll just have that for the first rotation. Okay. Does it want to say? Oh my god. I swear if Chaska starts off dead. Oh, is that the worm? Basically just like a Conrian drill. Oh, she's not dead. Oh, I should have EQ'd. That whiffed, didn't it? Please don't disappear. Oh, it has its immune phase. I was wondering when Yelan would come through. And I wonder what's her connection to all this. I mean, those things kind of do look like the Statue of the Seven. As an unexpected collapse occurs, he managed to escape. But I guess she was more of like a Batman figure. Is it over? It all kind of feels like a dream. Looks like a thing up there has gone back to normal. Air feels less heavy too. Even though we've reached the bottom of the chasm and even defeated the creature down there somehow, it doesn't feel like we've answered any questions. In fact, we've gotten more questions now than we did before. Was this before we go down here with Dainsleif? Oh, what's the thing above us? Why did that giant serpent come roaring out? Where did that dark mud and the strange monsters come from? Strange monsters. The monsters that followed the dark mud here seem to be eating at the big crystal, and Yichang mentioned that Yaksha was once here. Way too many questions for Paimon, so the chasm tells us many secrets that are yet to be discovered. No wonder adventurers like Jichang are so committed to exploring this place. But things should quiet down a bit in here now that we've cleared this big thing up, right? This looks like a long way off before the mines can reopen. I'm interested about these pillars, since this is a recurring thing, with Dragon Spine and then here as well. Exploration mission seems complete. We'll worry about that other stuff in the future. Oh yeah, one more thing. It feels like someone helped us out there, or someone helped us out during that fight with the big snake. Did you hear the shoom during the fight? Sort of. Never mind. When we head back, we can ask Ji-Chong if she saw any strangers. I wonder if we're gonna get introduced to Yelan in this, or if that was just kind of just the extent. But I guess if we did Dragon Spine already, no, I think Yelan was through Albedo's quest, which I guess was tied to Dragon Spine. I don't know what the timeline is. Great, you're back. Yep. There have been several earthquakes ever since you went through that gate. We don't know what's going on down there, but we're glad to see that you're both okay. Well, you don't look too bad yourself. It looks like the rest helped, eh? How are things on your end? I followed your advice and rested here all this while. I'm feeling a whole lot better now. Was this all due to that thing behind the gate? I didn't go in there, but I could feel some strange pulsing within. Something amazing must have been back there. I'm sure of it. Well, it's all clear now. You can go check. Oh, there's the cough again. At least it's less. I grew up listening to the tales of the Yakshas, and some of my seniors used to say that one of them was sealed inside the chasm and slumbers to this day. Could that be what the pillars are? You mean the Yaksha you speak of? There's a huge floating crystal. Crystal in the upper levels did fly towards it. Fragment desiring to be part of the whole once again. Oh yeah, I do vaguely remember that one. So that's the key to solving the mystery of the chasm. I might go and see it for myself later. Thank you. As long as the dark mud. Sorry. It'll experience a gradual retreat. Yep, now that we've removed the taint from the large crystal, that stinky mud should be back underground in no time. I understand. I'll inform the other team members. It seems that our exploration of the chasm has met with some initial success. It's way stronger than that time at Xiaoying Village. Any future plans? Or Xiaoying Village? Most famous tea house in Liyue. Ah, thought of scenery. Okay. Well, not that I like the place very much. Even if it is my second home after Mingyan Village, I know every last creek and tree in that place like the back of my hand. Guess I would have remembered the place and the people more fondly if it wasn't for that disagreement I had with that one commission giver. Well, okay, I don't care. And well, I say I don't like the place, but if I do achieve something great this time, it would be good to go back there to rest. Old Ministry is a truly unforgettable experience. I want to experience having some, like, quality tea at one point. Let's see what all the hype is about. Over to more pleasant thoughts. The next time I'm back home, I'll be a famous adventurer, having tea with the old man, you know? I do hope you'll be there to see it. Hey, here there I go again, talking about unrealistic stuff. Well, we can use the opportunity to become an official exploratory team under the Ministry of Civil Affairs, but I don't think we'll be going anywhere anytime soon. After all, it was due to your spelunking that we were able to avoid the perils of the path, such that no one was injured or lost, and that our material losses proved negligible. I mean, I think she, like, when we met her outside of the chasm, she was like, oh, sudden commission kind of thing. I think we might stay here for a while yet, help the Ministry staff watch over the underground anomalies and maintain exploration facilities. Did you encounter any strangers? Saw no one. Fell asleep. Never mind. If you're leaving, don't forget to say hi to Mooning as well. Tell him that I'm going to be promoted. Who knows who's going to be the boss of who before long, eh? Okay, there were a couple more chests to get in there. There's a comment, but I can get that later. Back to Liyue. Commission done. You're back. How'd things go? There's good news to be had from underground, I hope. Indeed. Tell me everything. Ha ha ha. See what I told you, exploration team. We're a reliable lot, and the expedition was bound to be fruitful. I've received the ore samples and data that Khedive and Jinwu have gathered. Unknown matter is in full retreat, and the geological shifts have largely ceased. It's a good omen indeed. Thanks to your help, the Millilith have also expressed no objections to our plans for further exploration and restoration. In fact, they should be getting ready to descend into the mine themselves. I remember you expressing such effusive support before. Effusive? Effusive? That's right. So, who was the one who was trying their best to prevent us from going down previously, huh? Ah, come on now, there's no need to be so straight about such things. I mean, I'll pay you, and of course, the Chasm Exploration team will become an official part of Huishan Hall from this day forth. You need to work on your ability to change the topic. More to be had? Yeah. You know, I did get a real earful from the higher-ups myself for letting you go down there without so much as a report back to headquarters. Yeah, and who would bother coming down here themselves to give you an earful anyway? You might not believe me, but it was the Yuhung herself. She seems quite concerned for your safety. Ah, that's Yelan, huh? Oh, Kutching. That's the Yuhung. Just kidding. Kutching's been keeping an eye on us the whole time. But the person we met down there didn't look anything like her. You actually saw the person clearly? You forgot? That's the one that went shoom and went right by us. It was some super flashy and stuff. You met someone else down there. Are you certain that it wasn't the treasure hoarder or Fatus? Certainly worth recording, but don't worry. The Millilith will help you look into it. Ah, yes, blank. Since I'm currently in charge of the exploration team's material needs, could I also ask how things are with them at the moment? Chuchang isn't looking too good. That's right, she's still down in the mines, and she's not in the best of conditions. Jinwoo did mention her condition. I'll send a report recommending that the ministry send a medical team down. With any luck, she'll be patient and stay out of any hazardous zones. Good luck. Cool photo. Treasure hoarder previously. Will things really be okay? Oh, him, we all know him. He's not a bad person by nature. If you were to trust him, blank, I don't think we'd gainsay you. Still, I think he'll have to wait a while before he can be welcomed in any official capacity. Let's just call it a probation period, shall we? Mokadai? Ah, the fellow for Sumeru. Well, I won't lie to you. You can think of him as a sort of proxy. On the surface, he seems to be the organizer and the overall in charge, but in truth, even he answers to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of course, this comes with some academic agreement that the Qixing have with the academia. The people upstairs went back and forth with the academia for a while over this, and I'm not at liberty to say any more. In any case. Whatever the case, a researcher from overseas is not exactly someone we would normally use. Okay. I'm going to pay for the team. Okay, easy peasy. Right, is it going to be from now on? Dedicated professional? Okay. Ah, nice. So we banged out story quest. We banged out that. Not too shabby. The Ruined Serpent. Krata oozing concretions in battle will attempt to draw power from them under certain circumstances, allowed to unleash devastating attacks. Destroy ooze. Okay. Already had that taken care of. Over 190 pulls. Sweet. So how do I start the Mondstadt thing? Oh, I think I have to go to the Adventurers Guild there? Question mark. Just want to know how to start it. Because I figured it would be on the, on the thing. On a little journal.
Astra Abyss.
Nope. On Genshin, how to start. Was it Act 5? 4? 3? 4? Act 6. An interlude chapter. No, it is Act 4. AR-40. Oh, I need to do Act 3. Which means I have to do Kazuha's. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, so Albedo's was a requirement, which is good. So we did that one. Okay, Albedo, done. Okay, so tomorrow... Okay, that's going to be tomorrow's plan. We're going to do Kazuha's quest. And then from there, start the interlude Act 3 to go through all the Archon stuff. So we can do the current one. So Act 2... Now it's the chasm. Oh, never mind, that wasn't the chasm. Wait, what? Ito's. Huh? Okay, that's confusing. You know what? We'll just go in order from Act 2 to Act 3. So we'll just do Ito's tomorrow. And then Act 2. And then we'll do Kazuha, then Act 3. And then go from there. Then we can get all caught up on the Archon stuff. Oh, okay. That's the game plan. Well, at least I know what to do. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to start making some food. And then I'll probably play off-stream, explore the chasm. And then do weekly stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, chilling, chatting, lurking, doing all that. Yeah, so Ito, Chapter 2, Kazuha, Act 3. Or Act 2, then Act 3. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is. I will see you guys next time. Later, later, later.